Okay, hi everybody. Trying again to refilm this video. I filmed it once yesterday, and I was just in the middle of doing it again, and my husband got home from work and scared the hell out of me and ruined my train of thought. So I'm starting over again. Um, if you've never watched one of my videos before, hello, this is one of my videos. I do have a low production value, and I don't care. I'm not here to impress anybody. I am here to help and educate people. So if you want to troll me, go ahead. Otherwise, if you have watched some of my other videos, some of this stuff is going to get repeated a little, just because this one I'm filming is specifically about the global shipping program, which I've kind of mentioned parts of, but because something that I mentioned before really pertains to this video, I am going to mention it again. I'm from Canada, so I am very familiar with the global shipping program from a buyer's perspective. I know sellers in the US, you've never bought anything from it, so you like to just bury your head in the sand and pretend like there is no problems. But there is. Okay, reasons why sellers choose to use the global shipping program. Reason number one is that they don't realize they even have a choice. I will often message sellers about items and ask if they can send themselves rather than having eBay ship it for them. And I've gotten this response a lot. I've also seen people say this on message boards and groups that sellers don't think they have a choice. And I don't know if eBay automatically sets something in your settings. I know they do that with things, but you do have a choice. You don't have to send through the global shipping program. You are more than welcome to ship yourself, which then leads to the next point, or reason why sellers choose to use it. They don't know how. If you sell online and you don't know how to ship things, you need to not sell online. You need to find a new job or a new hobby, because that is the main thing of what you do. You ship things. And I understand that the United States Postal Service is not very clear on how they describe their different shipping options. Like they have priority, priority express, priority international, priority this, priority that. Uh, Media mail is another one. People don't know what is actually considered media mail, and like some things are, but not under certain conditions. And so I understand that it's a little confusing at first, but if you grew up down there, you should be a little more familiar with these options, kind of like speaking a different language. Also, if you go to their site, it'll tell you what all these different options are. And you can enter size and weight and package dimensions, and it'll tell and where you want to send it to, and it will tell you how much that's going to cost to send. Customs forms are another one people get really concerned about. But if you buy your shipping from PayPal or eBay, that is your customs form. It's going to ask on there, what is the item? And you'd say a book. How much is it worth? You would say $10. That's it. It prints off on your label that you're sticking to the package. That is your customs form. If you ship yourself, then it's just a little sticker that just says, what is it? How much is it? And then you sign it. That's it. Like, it's so easy. If you are overwhelmed by that, again, you have no business selling online. Another reason, and this is probably one of the main reasons why people knowingly ship using the global shipping program. I'm making notes as I go along here. It is bad sellers don't want to take responsibility for anything they sell. They don't want to describe things properly. They want to pretend things are in better condition than they are. They want to not test items. And this way, if they get an international buyer, they can just say, oh, well, must have been eBay's fault, because eBay will just, unfortunately, they take full responsibility for everything. So, yeah, a lot of it is bad sellers don't want to be responsible for anything. Or they'll say things like, well, it could arrive broken. Package things right. I've never had one item I've had arrive damaged, and I don't even count that because it had stab marks. Like somebody was obviously just pissed off at the post office and was stabbing this package like a nut job or something. Like I don't understand what it was about. Um and it barely on the inside, barely got damaged. That packaged well enough, but just packaged properly. A lot of sellers don't package things properly. And if you're really concerned about that, then again, why would you have eBay repackage it for you so it's even worse packaged? Um, Feedback is another thing. eBay will just remove it, um, no matter what it says or why it's left, even if it's something that was nothing to do with them. Like a seller could send a buyer a message saying, go fuck yourself. And the buyer could leave a negative feedback saying the seller sent inappropriate messages. Nothing to do with eBay, but eBay will still remove that feedback. So again, if you're a buyer, it's very unfortunate that you can't even make an educated decision about your purchase because you can't view feedback that was left. Another reason some sellers choose to use it is they think that it'll get them more buyers. Oh, I get more buyers this way. No, you don't have the buyers don't have to be enrolled in this stupid program to buy from you. Um, so it's not like it's exposing you to any more people. Uh, Again, you can ship yourself and be out there to just as many buyers. But again, maybe some places I wouldn't send to, like third world countries would maybe be the only time I would say this could be okay. But again, they're not really that high of a customer base anyways. Um, Canadians, the UK, Australia, the Europe, those are more the people you're going to be dealing with. And when your buyers look that they're going to be paying, like in Canada, our exchange rate could be anywhere from 20 to 30% plus shipping, which is not cheap, and a global shipping program fee on top of that, that we wouldn't be paying otherwise. Like, screw you. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to go to a seller that ships himself, or I'll go to Amazon or somewhere where I don't even have to deal with this, or I will wait to find something locally if I want something. Because, yeah, if I, like a Nintendo game, for example, if I buy a $20 Nintendo game, I could be paying $5 to $20 US for that $20 Nintendo game. On a $20 item, we are not even supposed to pay duty fees. It's going to be going up. I'm filming this in April 2019. And our amount will be going up to $250 soon. But even as it is now, I've bought lots of $200 or $300 items that I've never been charged duty on. They, it could happen, and I'm well aware that it could happen, but they often don't. So why, if I bought something for $200 or $300, why should I give eBay $50 to manhandle it along the way when, I might not even get charged anyways? And if I am going to get charged, that's fine. At least if I pay for it here, it's actually going to where it should go to. It's going to the Canadian government. Whereas if eBay takes that payment, they're not giving anything to anybody's government. There's no way. No way. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining or whatever that saying is. Yeah. So one of the things that was mentioned today on a Reddit post was somebody said they've never heard of buyers having problems with the global shipping program. Now, maybe I hear more about this because I am a buyer and I'm Canadian, so I, see my fellow citizens complaining about these things, or because I'm on buyer groups as well. Uh, but yeah, I've heard lots of horror stories, same things that I've had where things were not packaged properly and got broken. Um, or and the time that it takes as well. Like eBay is gonna dick around for an extra week at least. Like you should have your item from the US to Canada in about 2 weeks or less, and you're looking at about 3 weeks with the global shipping program. Um, but I remember one specifically, I don't remember what the buyer had bought, but they received a keyboard because eBay their facility had mixed up two different people's packages. I've heard that a few times, or missing pieces. If, let's say, you buy a table, it should have 4 legs, you might get 3 of the legs. They've missed a piece. If you go and if you go to the ebay.ca forums, anybody can go to the Canadian forums and view things there and ask buyers what they think of the global shipping program. Um, yeah, because somebody was like, "Oh, could you have proof?" Well, go look for yourself. Like if I can just tell you things and it's really not proving anything, um, definitely go ask around and research this. What I can show you, I'm just gonna move my cup out of the way. Um, this was one item that I purchased. I better just stick it back in here because I'm not prepared properly. This was something I bought before I really was familiar with the global shipping program. It was just kind of starting out at this point. Um, but I bought this item, and it arrives with a flimsy envelope, no protective packaging. And sellers will say, they will argue, eBay doesn't repackage anything. They sure as hell do. They stick these stickers onto their package. Which way do I gotta go to get this to show up? Pitney Bowes, Global Commerce, reseal by the Global Shipping Program. So this arrives. And I'm still pissed off about this because this is something I could be getting signed next week. It's folded in half. It's worthless. I didn't have a choice on this because the value when it came out that day was skyrocketing. Like it was going from like $20, $30, and then by the time I was like trying to find one and buy one from somebody not using the global shipping program, they were like $50, $60, $70. I had to jump on it. I had to make a choice. So yeah, it arrives folded, just in an envelope. I messaged the seller, and I was like, I actually thought it was their fault because I didn't realize eBay would have done something like this. And I said, like, what the hell were you thinking sending a collectible that way? And they were kind of pissed off, and they said, like, no, I sent it like in a record cardboard folding thing. Yeah, they weren't aware either that eBay did that, and I never checked back with them to see if they were still using the global shipping program. Um, but yeah, they weren't happy that that had happened, and at the time they didn't know, well, or I didn't know that I had any protection. I thought I'd still be paying to ship this back on the honor system because that's how international shipments work. Buyers pay return shipping costs, and then you hope the seller refunds it. Um, but yeah, they never said, oh, just open a claim, like eBay protects me or whatever. This is another thing I got. And this seller didn't give a shit at all that this happened. And I'm trying to get it back to how it was. But like, you can see like the seller's original tape. And then it had this brown tape over it. And you can see like they pulled the tab and it was like ripped open. I don't know if you can really see it. But anyways, I could see that the little flap had been opened and it was resealed, so I didn't think anything of it when I got this. I just took my knife and cut it open there to flip it open. But then I see this. Where is it? the bag was stuck, pulled it over and stuck in the tape. And I couldn't see it from the outside, however it was. So yeah, the tape was over it. When I cut it open, I cut the bag. And this was the only seller at the time that was selling these. But yeah, it was right. It was also all like crinkly because they just stuffed it in so hard. And I messaged that seller, like I said, and they didn't care at all. They're just like, oh, well, whatever. Pissed me off. But again, this could be one reason maybe why somebody might think that I've never heard that there's problems with the global shipping program. Think about it as you do see posts about the global shipping program, like the one today, where a seller said that their buyer received their package empty. Think about it as you're reading it, because a lot of people will be just assuming, oh, it was a problem buyer, not thinking of it as, oh yeah, this program has faults. Like, start thinking of it that way, with the mindset that eBay repackages things, and they repackage them to be as light and cheap to ship as possible. Keep that in mind. And yeah, you'll start seeing things in a whole new perspective. You will start to realize that there is problems, that this system is faulty. Unless you're one of the bad sellers that you're just trying to protect your own ass. Yeah, I hate those people. God. So anyways, yeah, that's basically the video about it. If you have questions or anything else to say, I guess you can comment. If I've missed anything, I'll make another video, I guess. Yeah, I filmed this yesterday, and then after I read a post today, I thought I better refilm it, and I've been interrupted a couple times, so I feel like I might be missing something. But anyways, I think that's the basic gist of it. Anyways, so thank you for watching. Hope you learned something. Yeah, have a good day.